All right, across the board with Ian the Colonel here, and we are here with Levi of Miss May I, and we were just talking about how long the tour has been. You guys just got back from Europe. How do you get through every day?
I guess the show's the best part. So as long as you look forward to playing a show and you're having fun, as long as the shows aren't getting tiring, then that's all that matters. So it could be the worst day ever, but as long as you have a good show, that's all that matters.
And how do you do that? I mean, you just get feedback from the crowd, or?
Yeah, as long, we just know if the crowd's like responding good and they're having a good time, then we're having a good time. Because it's always like, man, today sucks. Oh, we're so tired. You play a show, then we get off stage and we're all excited. We're like, did you guys see that? Oh, that was crazy. So then like it resets the day.
Nice.
So it's nice.
You know, we also talk about how taxing it is to be able to do Warped Tour. It's got so many benefits. You get such huge exposure from it. But, you know, it's very taxing as well, being able to, you got to do a quick setup and a short set list.
Yeah.
Is it, I mean, I know a lot of bands, you ask some bands in there, they say it might be worth it. Do you think, I mean, Warped Tour is a big tour. Is it absolutely worth all the pain and the troubles?
I think it's definitely worth it. There's just so many, like, because we're, at least for us, we're a metal band, so there's such a smaller, I guess, demographic of people. So for there to be a little girl that gets stuck in a Miss May I pit walking by and is like, oh, I like this band, then that's what helps out. And then, because then you see all these kids that would never have heard of us when we play a venue tour right after this. It's just like, there's way more kids, and there's kids that aren't even wearing Miss May I shirts. They're wearing, like, Blow on Dance Floor shirts going to Miss May I. Right. Like, yeah, I heard them at Warped Tour, and it's like, those are the fans that
get them hooked.
Yeah, you want to get won over.
Makes it all worth it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How do you take care, being the singer, how do you take care of your voice? I mean, it's got to be exhausting. You sound, a little beat right now, and you've got a show tonight, which we're looking forward to checking out. How do you take care of yourself that way as well?
Well, I try to be the quiet guy, but I'm always the one when we're walking on Warped Tour. I say hi to all the kids and everything. But I guess I do like warm-ups and stuff, and I actually signed up for the Band Happy thing that's going on. So I give kids vocal lessons, too. And
that's awesome.
It's really nice when it's before we play, because then I have a half hour just to do my warm-ups with kids, and kids have fun with it, and then it really helps out. So I guess just doing warm-ups and making sure I get enough sleep. That's like my worst thing, because I have to make sure I have enough sleep, and if I go to bed late, then I have to sleep in, and I'm that guy. Like today, I went to bed at like 3, so I'm like, I have to sleep till like 12:30 now.
Nice.
So it was just so bad, but it's all good.
You talk about fan interaction. What's the greatest thing a fan can come up to you and say?
My favorite is the you guys are better live than the album. That's what all we want to be as a band, is just be like a really good live band. I don't care what we look like, what pretty stuff we have on stage. As long as we're a good live band, that's all that matters. So when kids are like, you're better live than the CD, I'm just like, that's all I want. Yeah, that's all I want.
Yeah, because there are plenty of bands that aren't. And you get out there and you're like, I'm going to walk away.
What song are you playing?
Yeah, right. Yeah, every song sounds the same. Talk about the recording of the new album. You guys have a new album that just dropped recently. It seems like, in all honesty, you guys keep getting better and better. So it's one of the reasons, we're big fans. So how do you keep that going? I mean, we were just talking on the way up. There are a lot of bands like, not to throw Green Day under the bus, but their new album, the new songs kind of suck, and they're a little poppy and that kind of stuff. How do you guys keep getting better and get the inspiration?
We've always wanted to just be like just an old school, like old metal band, and when we went into this one, we just felt like the first two, they had some progression, but we felt like we hit the wall where we were at. So we actually got rid of a lot of our team and got a whole new team, went to a new producer, we basically cleaned the slate, got everyone new for the new album and the promotion for it. And it really helped, because we were like, this is our big swing for the fences to hopefully get in the metal world, because there's all these bands like All That Remains, As Lay Dying, like Five Finger Death Punch, all these bands, and they're in this group, but it's like the hardest wall to get through to get into that group, and that's what we're trying to get. But this is our big swing for the fences for that, and so we went to Machine, who's an old school metal producer, did Lamb of God.
Yeah.
And we just wanted a real sounding album, but that was terrifying, because all these kids are so much into the digital huge sound. So going into an old school, like, oh, those are real instruments, that's a real cymbal, that's a real drum. We're like, oh, I hope people don't hate it. So when we did it, though, that was cool, because it actually made kids think like, wow, it sounds better than the last album, because it's real, which we're not really progressing, we're actually degressing, and like, screw the digital stuff, we want to be a real band, but kids feel that you can hear more of the real band now. So it's really cool, because we had these big swing, and we actually like hit the ball, and kids are really enjoying it, and it's the best like response we've ever had for any album.
Yeah, that's why people will say you're better live, because they're hearing you on the album. That's more of a live band. Yeah,
that's what we love, is like when you listen to the new CD, it's like, oh, it sounds like someone just recorded us playing the songs live, and it's just like, but way nicer. But it's like, you're like, wow, this is awesome.
More polished, if you will. Yeah. What band has surprised you the most so far on Warped Tour?
Oh man, Well, even though they're our friends, we just did a like 2-month tour with them back in December. Our friends Pierce the Veil, we did a
great band, yeah.
And like on that tour, we were like, oh my gosh, what is happening? Because like we're like something's going to be crazy with this band. Like you could just see the kids that were watching the singers. Like it was like a phenomenon. And then on Warped Tour, it just added to the fire, and we're just like, it's really cool because they're our buds and they're great guys. So it's not like it's like some douchebags getting like good recognition.
Right.
So when they're playing and like you can't hear them because the kids are singing so loud, every day I'm just like, oh my god, it's insane.
Yeah,
you have to watch it.
We're talking to them later today too, so yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing their show. That'd be great. If you could get vocal lessons from any singer, live or dead, who would it be?
If I could get vocal lessons, even though I can't sing, I'd like Justin Timberlake to teach me how to sing.
Really?
Yeah, it'd be cool.
That's actually, that's a good answer. I seriously could see that. Though,
Yeah.
you know?
And dance too? I mean, you gonna add that to the show?
I think
Oh,
he's
you'd
just
be
the
able to
coolest
dance,
dude.
Yeah, he actually is. You want to hate him, but you can't. You know what I mean? Yeah.
He's giving you no reason to. Despite everything that goes on, he's actually
Movies,
seems like
he's good. He's a funny guy on SNL.
Yeah.
They say he's
Dick in a
actually
box.
pretty down to earth too.
See, he's probably awesome, and
Yeah.
I'd be a great singer after that.
It just gets a bad name. If you had 5 to 10 minutes left on the earth and you could hear any one song on the way out, what would you want to hear?
Or perform.
If I could hear any song, it'd probably be, this is lame because I feel like everyone's always wanting like a big popular song. I'd want like
Whatever you want.
like Sound of Truth, that As I Dying song.
Yeah.
That song would be sick. Just because that opening riff, I'd be like going out and be like, this is awesome.
See, now, when we asked Jordan Mancuso that same question, I
Right.
can't remember what he answered now. So now it was something like classical, I think, or something that was way off the wall, whatever he said.
I don't remember
Yeah, I
either.
don't
I'm trying.
remember.
I can't.
Not
Or
clutch.
I'd like to hear like the Jurassic Park theme song. That's
Really?
That's a big
agree
one.
We just heard today there's no such thing as a Triceratops or Brontosaurus.
Who said that?
Yeah, it was.
Apparently, some scientific study.
Yeah, they just said it today.
They mixed up bones.
Yeah.
Ruining our
Similar.
childhood.
Yeah, how much does
That's
that
what we
suck?
said.
I'm like, what do you mean? Jurassic Park was alive.
There's no such thing as dinosaurs. You're like,
You're right. What happened now? Wait a minute, hold on.
I mean, there were dinosaurs, but it's not those two.
What about performing? If you could perform one more song,
oh, if we had to play one more song.
yours or anybody else's?
Oh man, I would probably play "Hey Mister." That's our favorite song to play live,
Yeah.
and it's just kids are insane. It's so crazy though. It's like we have all these old singles that like worked on all these songs back in the day, and the new songs we play, the kids just like threw those under the bus. And
Really?
they're like, oh, these new songs are way better. I'm just like, it's just nuts. It's
Nice.
awesome.
Last question.
Yeah.
Where do you feel most at home? On the tours like this, or your own shows, in the studio, just at home chilling out?
At home's probably sitting in like the front lounge of the bus is probably the biggest at home thing. Just because even at home I'm like running around doing stuff, like trying to make everybody happy because we're not home that much. So when you go home, you have to see everyone who wants to see you. So every day you're busy, which sucks. You can't just have a day
Yeah.
off. And on tour, you're running around doing all these shows, but like at the end of the night when you're sitting in the front lounge just watching TV, it's air conditioning. It's like, yeah, this is home. So that probably front lounge of the bus is
Home away from home, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, nice. All right, we'll be back a little bit here with Ian the Colonel on Across the Board on hawkradio.org.
And acrosstheboardradio.com.